This is Force on Force, a bracket-style tournament pitting the branches of our military head-to-head on the water. The site is Lake Fork in northeast Texas. The commander for this operation is Major Cody Robertson. Each matchup begins in the top, the Tactical Operations Center, set up lakeside, where Major Robertson delivers the rules of engagement for the day.
Yes! Yes! This is what we come to Lake Fork for. Air Force! You lose, Air Force! Yes! Yes! Yeah! 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 That's what I'm talking about! Yeah!
This is a semifinal matchup, Navy against Marines. A trip to the championship is on the line, and the PSYOPs start early.
No more weighing in those 5 inchers.
Must be our...
I'll give you a guppy.
Must be our sister branch.
Hey, go get back on your sub.
Listen, ladies, you're playing with the big boys now. Big boy.
Yeah, you're playing with this big boy right here.
It's all right.
The Navy team of Trent Brown and Scott Taylor advanced to the second round by beating the Air Force team of Rodney Thompson and Lyle Denuser.
There we go.
It was one of the most unique battles in Force-on-Force history. The Air Force caught 1 3-ounce fish. The Navy caught 2 3-ounce fish and thus advanced.
Boom, baby, here we are.
We won with .60. Ha ha ha. Yeah.
Don't matter how you get there. Just gotta get the job done.
The Marines faced the toughest first-round opponents, the defending Force-on-Force champions from the Army, Robert Maddox and David Burns.
These Marines are gonna start throwing rocks. Gotta protect my cranium, brother.
The Marines put 3 keepers on the scales against the defending champions single fish and advanced.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, we beat the champs. We did beat the champs. Yeah, we did beat the champs, and then we became the champs.
Now it's time to settle the score. Only one team advances to the 3rd annual Force-on-Force Championship.
Welcome to the semifinals of Force-on-Force Season 3. You guys have made it to the semifinal rounds by defeating your opponents and representing your branches to get here. So congratulations, Hula.
Hurrah.
So with that said, the country's still at war. Nothing has changed. We've been at war for 12 plus years. We need to bring esprit de corps of competition back to the waters here at Lake Fork so you guys can move on to the championship round. The rules of engagement for the semifinals, there's no change to this operation. It's still a 4-hour competition. This is a slot lake. Anything from 0 to 16 counts. Anything between 16 and 24 does not count. Anything 24 and over does count. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
5 fish, big fish. So you're fishing for your 5 biggest fish and the big fish for this competition. There is no change to your rod conditions. You only have 6 Ardent Denny Brauer Pro Series rods for this operation for the 2 of you. So you have to continue to work as a team to figure out which rod and what bait of choice you're going to use for this operation. The same is true for marine bass anglers. And with the Strike King basic load, you've eliminated your partners. So therefore, each of you now have 2 ammo cans of basic Strike King products for this operation, building your combat power. Meaning if you've already ran out of a particular bait that you know is catching fish, you should have more of that product in that basic load ammo can from Strike King. Is everybody clear on that portion of the operation?
Yes, sir.
All right, bring it in tight for your G2 intelligence report of the lake. Yesterday we talked about this low water bridge right here. We need to talk about a couple of humps that are sticking out over in this location right here. So pay close attention to that.
Here is your G2 Lake Report. This semifinal round has some anglers feeling a little more optimistic, though Lake Fork is still fishing unusually tough. Temperatures are a bit warmer as well, with a launch time temp in the mid-40s on its way to an afternoon high in the 60s. The predicted wind is 5 to 10 miles per hour, though that prediction will soon be questioned by one of the teams.
For this operation, SnivelCon 1 is authorized, so you can go ahead and put your jacket back on there and go to SnivelCon 1. Gentlemen, this is the semifinals. As a reminder, there's a lot on the line here. Navy bass anglers, who are you fishing for your nonprofit?
Returning heroes home.
Returning Heroes Home. And marine bass anglers, you guys are fishing for who?
Heroes on the water.
Heroes on the Water. There's $5,000 on the line, not counting bragging rights for ForceOnForce Championship coming up. So with that said, shake hands and let's fish and move out and draw fire. Whoa. Shake hands.
Gentlemen, good luck. Be safe.
I went to sign up for the Marines. My head wouldn't fit in the jar.
Let's go get it, baby. Let's get it.
Come on! Come on!
Force on Force is brought to you by All Seasons Feeders, by Ardent, by Bass Angler Magazine, and by Oakley. There appears to be a little hitch in the Marines' giddy-up. Former Sergeant Kyle Tudor left his shoes in the truck.
You know them young friggin' Marines.
Charlie, where are you?
You always gotta wait for them.
Yo, Jarhead!
Cutting into my fishing time.
We don't need that much time. Too bad you do.
Clock starting.
Clock started.
Take advantage of this opportunity.
Come on!
Drop the hammer. Drop the hammer.
Come on!
All right, sir.
Finally, the Navy hits the water first, gaining an early advantage.
No panic mode this time.
As the teams head to their spots, let's get to know one of these anglers and understand why this is no ordinary fishing tournament.
I don't know the official name for it. I call it a bomb plug. When the airplane comes back, this is what comes back. The only thing, the bombs drop. And this was flown over Afghanistan. The bomb was used to protect some troops, and I was a plane captain at the time. I got with the gunner. Well, we call him a gunner. He's a warrant officer, and he's over all the ordnance for the squadron. They load the bombs. They're the hard workers. Those guys bust their tails reconfiguring airplanes, dropping bombs, dropping pods, switching them out. But I told him, I was like, Gunner, I'm a plane captain, you know, this jet, and this is my last cruise before I get out. And you know, if you would, I'd like to have one of the pins. And that's what I got. So this was used to save somebody's life.
Back to the water. The Navy opted for the short run, which means longer time fishing.
We're only about 5 minutes from where we started this morning. Our first day, we took a longer trip in a lot worse weather conditions. And that was trying to find spots to get out of the wind. This morning we want to make a shorter run. This is kind of a confidence area. You know, having previous experience on the lake, I've caught fish here before, and trying to get in more fishing time today and not waste our time running up and down the lake.
Meanwhile, the Marines just finished a long run south and are hoping to take advantage of new weather conditions.
I am gonna start with another moving bait and see if I can get a feeding response today. Since it wasn't going earlier in the competition, got to do my ounce of prevention. You don't want to get any nicks or burrs in your rod or your line.
The Marines' approach is strategic. Richards and Tudor are fishing an area midway between their two most productive spots of the first round. But sometimes, even the best strategies submit to the elements.
When we got our mission, saw the forecast last night at south-southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour. We both went. Boom. We left the marina. We were good to go.
Good to go. Great mood. I mean, we were 100% confident we were coming in with weight today. Maybe even an over, you know, but we knew fish were going to get caught. Said we left the marina, pulled the boat up to the spot. Big wind gust. It's not a gust, it's wind. The whole day, it's like,
It's there to stay.
what do we do now? We're here.
So the Navy is quickly off to target area number 2. And speaking of quickly, the Marines are on the board.
Come off the tree. Whichever one you want to pick. Totally late pork. Hi, monster. I got 10 and a quarter inches. 7.
Fish was in about 5 feet of water. Think there's gonna be anything different in this round? Kyle, what we gotta do?
Not really. Catch fish, put them in the boat, and send the Navy home packing.
When Force on Force continues, the Marines discover the first 3 rules of real estate: location, location, location. Force on Force is brought to you by BioBore Fuel Additives, by Dermatone, by Bassminder, by Valley Fashions, and by FantasyBass.com, the easiest fantasy fishing to win. Register, play, win. This is Force on Force, a bracket-style fishing tournament pitting the branches of our military head-to-head on the water. This is the semifinal round, Navy against Marines. The Marines jumped on the board first, and moments later, they jumped on the board again.
Got him?
That's a bigger fish there. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one if it's under the...
Attaboy.
Yeah, buddy.
Look how fat he is.
I know.
Some good victuals there.
Kind of looks like me. 13 3/4.
That fish is gonna push 2 pounds.
Yep. 1.7. They're hitting on the fall. I didn't hear them throw a bite. Just picked up. It's heavy.
I think this worm might be too heavy I got on here.
It's painful fishing like this. You gotta let everything just sink down.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the Navy is struggling. The wind was stronger than expected in their first spot.
And we're down to 3 hours. We got to catch fish. Put those jar heads in their place.
The Navy team may be short on fish, but they are long on perspective.
You know, what our brothers and sisters are going through and their families. Our roughest day out here doing this. God, it pales.
I don't think
It doesn't even measure.
a rough day exists out here on the water.
You know, sir. I'm feeling a bite coming on.
Hold on. Nope. Just trying not to hit you. Well, he was hitting it. I don't know if I just wrong timing on a hook set.
With no fish in the boat, the wind against you, and a couple of swings and misses, that's when conspiracy theories can take root.
I think somebody might have been messing with us.
Those 2 jar heads, they're not smart enough to play with electronics. You give those boys an Etch-a-Sketch and they're entertained for hours.
You smell that? It smells like fish. I bet you the Navy's hands don't smell like that.
The Marines feel confident. Well, about as confident as you can be with 2 small keepers.
I think he's a slot.
You want me close.
Yeah, nice fat fish.
18.
17 3/4. Still a nice fish though. Watch it.
Slot fish in between.
4 or 5 pounds, and it's pretty dejecting to have to let a fish go that's that nice, you know. But you know, the rules are the rules.
Oh, not good.
There's no medication like using what God gave us. You know, the water and just enjoying and catching a fish. That's my stress relief. I get a little stressed, I grab my fish. I don't care if it's a farm pond, I gotta jump a fence. I'm gonna go fish that pond and, you know, take my mind off of things for a little while.
Force on Force is brought to you by BioBore Fuel Additives, by Power Pole, the shallow water anchor, by Strike King, and by Skeeter Boats. We are in the final moments of this semifinal round of Force on Force. The Marines lead the charge today against the Navy. 3 total fish, but 2 keepers, since the largest fish of the day fell within the Lake Fork slot limit of 16 to 24 inches. Presently, this is about the worst thing that has happened to the Marines.
Oh. Oh, not good.
No. I got snagged and I tried to use the bow and arrow technique to get it free. This rod's out of commission.
It sure makes a backlash hurt less when your team is catching fish.
Got him? Stay down, stay down. Net or lip? Lip him?
No, I got him.
Whoa! Or he's got you.
Whoa, get over here, get over. Oh.
Yeah, baby. Boom!
He's in. He is 15 and almost 3/4.
Bam, baby!
2-1. Is that 2 even? 2 even.
2 even.
Thank you, baby. Awesome, man.
That's clutch right there.
Clutch time again. Have like what, less than 15 minutes to fish and had to catch one.
You did, bud. Knowing that their previous round they didn't weigh in a lot of weight, we felt pretty good having close to 4 pounds. So it's fishing. So anything can happen.
Plus you're on Lake Fork. I mean, Lake Fork is known for, you know, having the most share-lunkers in the state of Texas. You don't know, anybody could have a bad day, but it's that one cast to the perfect spot that catches that one 24 and 1/8 of an inch over and brings them in.
So now the teams head back to the Talk to face Major Robertson.
Yeah, we might as well just leave him in the boat.
You see 2? Now there's fixing to be 4 in this boat.
Gentlemen, congratulations, you made it back. Go ahead and place your Strike King ammo cans and basic loads onto the table. And I want to congratulate you on making it back and accomplishing the first task in this mission in the semifinal rounds. But I also want to point out, gentlemen, before we get to the results, that not only are you fishing for your nonprofits for $5,000 for them, but you're also fishing for bragging rights for the 2014 Force on Force Championship. We'll go ahead and get to the after-action review. We'll start with the Navy Bass Anglers, beginning with the after-action review at 0800 hours. Scott, why don't you walk us through your day and let us know how it went down, sit rep by sit rep.
Sir, at 0800 hours, we launched and headed out for the main lake and headed north in the West Fork. We ran approximately 2.5 miles up north to a main lake point to work some timber and boat docks. The wind was blowing a lot harder than what we had anticipated. We tried unsuccessfully. We continued on for approximately 45 minutes, and we decided as a team that we were going to go for it all. So we went down towards the dam, and you know, let the chips fall where they may.
So you swung for the fences, and the results?
We were unsuccessful, sir.
Cool. Okay, well, with that said, All the pressure is on you guys, or we got to send y'all back out to determine the champion for the semifinal rounds. Beginning with the 0800 Marine Bass Anglers, walk us through your day, sit rep by sit rep.
Sir, we departed the LZ at 08 with the same intentions to go to our primary area as last round. We got down there at approximately 08:15. Made a last minute call to change the mission, and we decided to split between our two areas we fished in the previous round. We fished approximately 40 minutes. We boated our first under for 0.70 pounds, and at approximately 09:30, Kyle boated another fish under at 1.70. So at that point we had 2.40 pounds. I was throwing a spinnerbait in about 2 feet of water, and I hooked a fish, got it in the boat, and it was a slot fish, approximately weighed about 4 pounds, 17.5 inches.
That hurts, doesn't it?
It hurts
slot
bad.
Fish hurt in this tournament.
Yes, sir. And with about 10 minutes left remaining before we had to make our way back, the big guy here puts another under in the boat for 2 pounds with a total weight of 4.4 pounds.
4.4 pounds, and it sounds like we got ourselves a semifinal champion here, Marine Bass Anglers. And I want to congratulate you guys for a job well done in adapting and overcoming in the mission. Job well done, good effort, guys.
Sir.
Hate to tell you, but you've been eliminated. And congratulate the Marine Bass Anglers. They're moving on to the championship. First time Marines have made it to the championship. Hoorah! And with that said, all of the Strike King, combat power, and basic load is now yours to take to the championship round.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, there we go.
Our Carhartt Force T leaderboard shows us that the Marines are advancing now to the championship round after sailing past the Navy.